Welcome everyone! It is my birthday and I have been waiting to do this for no less than 2 years. So, why am I playing the pronoun game even more so than usual? I don't know. Buying time, I suppose. But so, what is the game we're talking about? Well, that game is none other than the alternative history open world action adventure game with occasional stealth elements, because I would not call this game a stealth game, and personally my favorite game in its series, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Now I might be biased a bit, because I did start AC with this game, but I'd like to think that I can differentiate my subjective and objective feelings of a game alright. Going back to the game, you wouldn't believe who's behind it. Did you guess Ubisoft? Because if you did, you are correct. You could go on any video of mine, guess that Ubisoft made the game, and you'd probably be right. But so, it was developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. It was released in 2010 for the PS3 and Xbox 360, in 2011 for PC and Mac, and it was re-released as a part of the Ezio collection back in November of 2016. Story. The two storylines are still there, and let me try to explain them without spoiling too much. And so, in the modern times, Desmond and co are running from Abstergo, finding shelter in the Auditore Villa. There they set up shop so they can try and find this week's MacGuffin before Abstergo does.
Touchy.
On the historical side, the game continues where two left off, with Desmond getting a message from Minerva through Ezio. After getting out of the vault, and Rome itself, Ezio and Mario return to Monteregione as well, where Ezio has a meeting with the Countessa of Forli, Caterina Sforza.
Welcome home. Ready to go again?
You don't need to ask.
One should always have the freedom to choose.
This, meeting has to be cut short, because Monteregione gets attacked. This is all I'm gonna say, I think. Yeah, that doesn't seem too spoilery. Gameplay. Let's start with the new things, shall we? So in this game, they introduced mission replayability, shop quests, training modes, guild challenges, fight clubs, and assassin trainees. The big thing in this game is recruiting and training people to become master assassins and help you in your quests or do your bidding when you can do them yourself. Hence the name Brotherhood. Otherwise, aside from a few changes here and there, the game is more or less the same as AC2. While some may find that disappointing, if something that's quite near perfection according to some has a sequel that has everything that made the previous game great but improved on some of it, doesn't that mean that the sequel is good also? Well, maybe. Maybe not. I think that's up to everyone to decide for themselves. But yeah, back on topic. The customization is back, and now you can also dye your capes as well as your robes. Though sadly it's still only pre-made color schemes you can choose from. You can't make your own. The assassin tombs are back, though slightly repackaged, as now they are called Lairs of Romulus. They are more or less the same thing, but now you're collecting keys for the armor of Brutus. The fighting system has been refined, chaining kills is a thing, and it's overall easier to use. The aforementioned assassin trainees can also level up through heavy usage of them in the game's world, or way faster through sending them on missions around Europe. Through leveling up, you get some skill points to distribute, though they don't disturb a lot of water because in the end they will have max stats in both rows. The difference is that you can have either glass cannons, tanks, and most things in between during the Assassin's development. They also have an extra bit of customization, as you can choose what color the trainees' robes are during their training. Once third Master Assassin, they default back to white, which is a bummer, but oh well. The whole game is set in the city of Rome, so unlike in Assassin's Creed 2, you can't traverse Renaissance Italy, save for a couple of missions helping Leonardo rid the Borgia of his war machines. Galloping has been removed outside of a couple of instances, for whatever reason, but otherwise horse riding, gondola rowing and using the rooftops are still viable means of transportation, as well as a new means of transportation you get near the end of the game, parachuting. Small annoyances come back in the form of beggars, and my favorite, lute players.
Oh, tra-la-la, you touch the nerve to your ends, you sow the seeds. Tra-la-la, what do you deserve for your evil, rotten deeds? Come, good people.
What? I did pay him for his services. Another big feature of the game is the rebuilding Rome minigame, so to speak. What that is about is going to a Borgia outpost, killing the leader, climbing the tower, and burning it down. Once that's done, you can invest money in the local, at the time closed, shops so they'll open up and generate you some of that sweet dough. You can also buy buildings such as Il Colosseo and repair the broken aqueduct system. These will also give you money. You can get said money at any of the open banks. And to go back to the shop quests before moving on to the next part, to do these, you have to have certain resources to give to the vendors so they can sell you whatever it is they offer in return. To know what you'll need, you'll first need to open the shops on Isola Tiberina. And to get said resources, you'll need to send your recruits on more dangerous missions, get them from lockboxes, or loot them out of the dead bodies of the stupid thugs who wanted to rob you. Oh, right. There's a chance you might get attacked while in the farmlands, though if your panic-killing skills are okay, you don't need to worry about them. It's basically free money and rare resources. Graphics. I'd say the graphics are still relatively up to snuff. Sure, it aged a bit, but all things considered, it's still a great looking game even today. Sounds. The music is still by Jasper Kidd, and he doesn't let down. The music continues to be awesome and fit, well, everything. Conclusion. So, is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood still up there? Well, you know, it's still my favorite, but for all intents and purposes, I have to remain as unbiased as I can. The game is still quite good, and were I to give it a totally biased rating, I'd give it somewhere between 9.5 and 9.9. I won't, but it'll still probably be close. But first, let's look over what the game is. Something that could have been DLC for Assassin's Creed 2 in all the right ways and none of the wrong ways. Unlike things like Saints Row 4, which genuinely came from a DLC to 3. It's Assassin's Creed 2 with a good amount of improvements, and not a lot of things that would make it inferior to 2, unless you really want to mourn the loss of galloping. It checks off all the boxes needed in a sequel. That being said, despite all my praise, I'd like to make it clear that ACB is not the absolute most perfect video game in existence. The story could have used some more work, for example, but so, that is the reason why I give it 9 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this video, and with that, goodbye.